I paid my parents' rent for almost 5 years. Then my brother moved his entire family in for free, and my mother told me I needed to pay more to help cover it. I lived in their finished basement with my own entrance, $600 a month, plus groceries, plus most of the yard work. Since Dad's knees were not what they used to be, they always said the money helped with the mortgage. That family should help family. It sounded reasonable at the time. My younger brother Jack never carried that same weight. He jumped from job to job, quit whenever things got stressful, and every failure became someone else's fault. He is just going through a rough patch, Mom said. She had been saying that for years. When Jack married Rachel and they had 2 kids, I actually believed fatherhood might change him. Instead, my parents decided to rescue him again. One Sunday after dinner, Mom asked me to stay at the table. We have made a decision. Jack and Rachel are moving in with us. Dad stared quietly into his coffee. For how long? Until they get back on their feet. Are they paying rent? The room went completely silent. Finally, Mom answered, they cannot afford it right now. I actually laughed, thinking she was joking. She was not. So they live here for free while I keep paying? That is different. How? You have a stable job. She folded her hands together. With 4 more people in the house, the utility bills will go up. Starting next month, we are raising your rent to $800. So Jack's family pays nothing, but I pay more for their expenses? Do not twist my words. I am repeating them. So now money matters more to you than family? She snapped. Dad stayed quiet. Jack looked down at his plate. Rachel kept scrolling through her phone. That silence told me exactly where everyone stood. I paid the usual $600 for one final month, without arguing. Mom assumed I had accepted it. Instead, I spent every evening searching for an apartment. Within 2 weeks, I signed a lease on a quiet 1-bedroom, about 20 minutes away. The rent was higher than what I had been paying my parents, but at least every dollar would finally belong to my own home. I did not tell anyone. The basement had its own entrance, so moving was easy. Every night after work, I carried a few more boxes to my truck. Nobody noticed. Jack's kids filled the upstairs with noise. Rachel complained about storage. Mom cooked dinner for everyone. Dad looked more tired every week. The day before my next rent payment was due, I moved my last furniture while everyone was at a soccer game. I vacuumed the basement, patched the nail holes, left my key on the counter, and drove away. The next morning, Mom called. Where are you? At my apartment. What apartment? The one I moved into yesterday. Silence. You cannot just move out. I already did, but your rent is due. I do not live there. You should have discussed this with us. I did. The conversation ended when you decided I should pay more, so Jack could live there for free. She hung up. Over the following weeks, everyone suddenly remembered my phone number. Dad admitted money was tight. Jack asked if I could help with utilities until he found work. Rachel messaged that the kids should not suffer for the adults' disagreement. Mom left long voicemails about everything I supposedly owed the family. I answered every single one the same way. I do not live there. About 6 weeks later, Dad asked me to lunch. He looked older than I remembered. Jack still was not working consistently. Rachel had started using Mom's credit card for groceries, promising to pay it back once Jack found work. That never happened. The electric bill had nearly doubled. Dad admitted he had started dipping into retirement savings just to keep the household running. Your mother thought they would only be here a little while, he said quietly. Now she does not know how to ask them to leave. A few months later, Jack exploded when Mom finally told him it was time to go. He accused my parents of caring more about money than family. Dad told me that over the phone. Neither of us said much after that. We both remembered exactly who had heard those words first. Jack and Rachel eventually packed up and left. They never repaid a dollar. They left behind damaged furniture, broken appliances, and a house that felt completely drained. The following spring, my parents put the house up for sale. A week before closing, Mom called one last time. She asked if I would consider moving back to help them recover financially. I let the silence sit there for a moment before I answered. I do not live there.